accept the fact that we have to have riots in our cities summer after summer. I think that we can do something about it. I think we can make more progress than we've had. Francis Bacon once said, there is no comparison between that which is lost by not trying and by not succeeding. And I think we should try. I understand the problems, but I think that we should try, and I think that the people of the United States, the people of the state of Colorado should speak with a voice when the delegates representing the Democratic Party gather in convention in Chicago. I don't think the nominee of the Democratic Party should just be decided by several thousand political figures who gather and just make up their minds by talking to one another. I think that the people should have a role to play. And I think that we can make a difference. The debate is not going to go on in the Republican Party. The debate has to take place in the United States. We should go and talk about these issues. None of the answers are easy. The problems of the city is not easy. The problems of our race relations is not easy. The problems of how to bring jobs into eastern Kentucky, that is not easy. What we do about our Indians and the Indian reservations is not easy, but it's intolerable, it's indecent, and it's unacceptable as it is at the present time, and I think it should be changed. Here in this Coliseum, that those of us who are here should think of the fact that 65% of the Indian children do not finish high school and drop out. That the greatest source of death amongst Indians, Indian young boys and girls in many parts of the United States, the greatest single source of death amongst them, our first citizens, is suicide, because they're so filled with hopelessness and so filled with despair. You and I have a responsibility. Those of us who have had an education, we have a responsibility to those who are less well off. Will you repeat the question?
The question is, if Johnson or McCarthy got the Democratic nomination, would Senator Kennedy consider running?
Just Johnson.
If Johnson got the presidential, if
President Johnson got the nomination, would I support him? Would I consider supporting him, or would I support him, or would I form a third party? I have said that what I'm going to do at the convention first I plan to win. So that second, as to what I have no plans of forming a third party. As to what I will do at the convention, I will decide at the convention. If the policies continue as they are at the present time, I would have a very difficult time. President Johnson is the nominee of the Democratic Party. I would have a very difficult time supporting the nominee of the Democratic Party. I've also been asked, would I take vice president under President Johnson? I have said that I think that it's possible to have a coalition government in Saigon, but that's not possible in the United States.
Most of the Democratic Party leaders here in Colorado are backing President Johnson. But from the size and the boisterous enthusiasm of the crowds that greeted Senator Kennedy here, it would appear that a lot of rank-and-file Democrats have ideas of their own. The senator drew roaring applause as he renewed his double-barreled attack on the Johnson administration and Richard Nixon. Most of the Democratic Party leaders here in Colorado are backing Lyndon Johnson. Most of the Democratic Party leaders here in Colorado are backing President Johnson. But from the size and the boisterous spirit of the crowds that greeted Robert Kennedy, it would appear that a lot of rank-and-file Democrats have ideas of their own. Senator Kennedy Senator Kennedy drew roaring, that's right, I'll be under film here so you can patch this in. Kennedy drew roaring applause as he renewed his double-barreled attack on the Johnson administration and Richard Nixon. And we need to close. Hang on with the Kennedy. I can't, I have to do something here in just a minute. No, the great question mark hanging over the Kennedy campaign is whether crowds like these will turn into the grassroots groundswell needed to turn professional politicians away from Lyndon Johnson. This is Bob Clark in Denver.
Give me it's Bob Clark in Denver again.
This is Bob Clark in Denver.
Welcome to Colorado, Ken.
Thank you very much.
Senator, we understand that your voice is a little raw at this time. Could you assess your campaign course up until your visit here to Denver, sir?
Well, I think we're making some progress, and I've been very encouraged with our business so far.
It's been said, Senator, that President Johnson will not have any difficulty winning it on the first ballot. You obviously do not concur with this. Can you predict what kind of fight you're going to have?
No, we're just making an effort to have to see.
Would you say your campaign is going better than expected? Concerning your decision to run after Senator McCarthy's showing in New Hampshire, can you tell us whether or not this had a significant part in your decision to run?
I talked about that.
Want to grab some of this, Bob?
Some of your critics say that your crowds are mostly young people and they're non-voters. What do you say to that? You sound bored.
We're getting the question. No answer. I've got
Ease it back a little.
Back it up.
Easy. Look at the baby. Holly, kiss the baby. There you go.
Well, it sounds, yeah.
Back up. No, don't back up. Back up. Okay, Okay.
Remember, you're a mile high. You rolling?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Big bump, hold on.
Whoever has it, please return it. Actually, I'll be able to get through, but I hope you'll bear with me as we start in this program. I'm very grateful for all of your coming out today. I'm very pleased to see you. As I was coming in, somebody said, where are the buttons? And so I have an explanation about that. Oh, they have Fidel Castro, which is a telephone call from George Hamilton. We hope you get well. And the vote was 42 to 41. That face this country is within the Democratic Party.